Okay, what's up, guys? We're going to respec into a new iteration of my testing or dungeon build. Actually, I don't think I need melange. So let me get that pulled up real fast. So, okay. First, let me make sure that we are... Okay, so I need to get that. So I will need melange. Okay. Okay. I'll kind of walk through why I'm doing what I'm doing as I go. Okay. So I did have 3 out of 3 Shiga. So it only increases your range, which is nice, yes. However, I wanted to put points in other things, so I put that at a 1. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I won't like it, but 3 out of 3 battle hardened. Okay, so one of the setups that I do is death from above, energy capsule, attractor field, and Shiga. I'm using 3 trooper abilities. You absolutely need battle hardened. So then we do slot attractor field, and power pill as part of my Boba Fett build. So then we'll go up here. Because we're flying through the air, we need suspensor efficiency and death from above. I like to have gravity grenade. That's why I go this way. And then I've seen a lot of people use this, so I'm just doing this because I want to try it out. So then we do range, center of mass, scattergun, and heavy damage with power pill. We do 3 out of 3 for all this. In a PvP setting, I might slot this. However, in the labs, I never use a SMG. So now we're also going to go 3 out of 3 here. Because with augmented stuff, you have to repair that. And I just find myself... The amount of loss that I get from running these labs over and over and over and over and over again is pretty high. And I just want to try to mitigate that as much as possible. Maybe this isn't worth it, and I won't notice a difference, and if that's the case, I'll go back to just 1 point here. But I wanna try to help myself as much as I can, so I can keep running the labs as much as I can. So shield wall. This is really good for the energy boss and the fire boss. The fire boss, you just have to be careful. Sometimes it does pop over. But I have seen varied success in that. So we're going to... Let me switch to Mentat. I have 2 screens, so I gotta kind of go to the other screen and flip it. Because I have it all planned out on Skill Builder, so I'm following my blueprint. Go up here. So now I don't go up here. I don't use these. If I ever run into somebody using Benny's skills, I'll always have Iron Will ready to go. Source of Power is a lifesaver in the electric station. It also can save you in other situations. I highly recommend it. If not being used, having it able to be slotted is a big deal. So then we'll just do 1 point in garments. I play my shield, so my garment shouldn't take damage other than dying, which this doesn't mitigate. So then we need 3 out of 3 ranged. I used to have 1 out of 3 here. I've reworked my tree so I can take 3 out of 3 here. And then this is a must-have. The Reggie's triple shot and the shotguns are 2 of the best guns you can use in labs right now. Especially if you're getting like grade 3, grade 4. It really just helps out so much. So for Planetologist, we're just doing rerouting and overcharge to help my shield. I like this. I don't have room for it or points for it. This is good if you struggle with keeping your shield up. This would be good to slot. If you struggle with that, to kind of help yourself until you get to a point where you can kind of not rely on it as much. So then here, so this and this is the rate at which it your ticks come back, and this is your what it has to get to start re-healing yourself. I only put points into this if I'm running Thrive on Danger, which I'm not. So then we'll need the extra health. I did run Litany, however, the activation time it takes is too long. It can save you from a poison boss knee charge, however, you have to be through half of your activation time, and if he knee charges you, if he goes to knee charge, you hit Litany, he will still down you. So it's not worth it. You could argue maybe in Spice mode, where you could always have it active, maybe. But I'm not spicing. I don't want to have to spice all the time for this to be helpful. For my Benny skills, we have voice training and ignore. I would like stop. We'll think about it. Maybe if I don't like this, that's where that will go. We'll think about it. So then you need manipulate 3 out of 3. I use the dual blade, so we're taking short blade damage. Then we're gonna take weirding step. So then for your sword master, do 1 point in knee charge. Do max stam. So this is, if your water is full, you'll get additional stamina, 25% from that. Discipline breathing is just recovers your stam faster. This increases your overall stamina. I put 1 point into your field medicine. I do 1 point, 2 points to resist 1 disruptor pistol shot, and then we'll do 3 out of 3 blade damage. So now I have 1 point left, which we will put into there, I guess. Okay, so now let's go over some builds really fast. So my Boba Fett build, Death from Above, Center of Mass, with Battle Hardened, Power Pill, Tractor Field, and you could put Source of Power here if you're doing the electric station. You could put compel here if you're not a solo. If you're a solo, you can slot ignore here. This is for the boss fight. I usually have compel here. If you're not doing this, so for the electric station, I don't use Boba Fett. I use a version of the Boba Fett build. I do like we'll call it the Stormtrooper build. I do a ground gun build. So we'll use, we still need battle hardened. We still need center of mass, but I either slot discipline breathing or manipulate. And I keep these the same. So if I'm running into stam issues, I'll slot this down here. But I try to get us max damage. I'm pretty sure this applies to weapons as well as blades. If they're staggered. So for the non-boss fights, like the little rooms leading up to it, what I usually run is we'll do that. Let's see, I have compel, ignore, and I do that. I also do this. And this is just kind of like a melee build. Distract the heavy while I take care of other people if I need my shield. I really just love the Benny stuff. I'm like a dark witch or something in the dark arts. So that's why I have a lot of the Benny stuff, and it's like it just helps so much, just to be able to CC an NPC that's giving you a hard time and deal with other NPCs and then go back. So that's my build setup. We'll go over my gear here real fast. So these are augmented. My other account is what augments. My stuff, I just can't see it, although it's still there. And the augments still have stat increases. Yeah, I just can't see it on this account because I don't have high level in crafting. So this is a bulwark with circuit gauntlets. I opt for Young Sparky over the Accelerator Power Pack, because the Accelerator Power Pack, it just takes so long to come back, especially in the electric station. You need your shield up. If it's not up, you are highly vulnerable. So I rock Young Sparky. It's hard to beat. I have the new suspensor belt. It's basically a full suspensor belt with more durability, I guess. That's good. Adaptive Holtzman shield. I mean, you need it. I mean, you could use the 5, but it's when you get so high in these stations, they just do so much damage. You need all the help you can get. So then on these, I have the reinforced augment, grade 4 on all of them, and grade 3 dart mitigation on all of them. I have 2 augments on these. The burning blades, I have blade sharpener, and let's go see what it's called. I believe it's blade optimizer. I have... No, it's not blade optimizer. It is... edge optimizer and blade sharpener. That's what I have. Both damage increases. Perforator, I have the regular grade 4 capacity and the heavy caliper upgrade, grade 4. I have the triple shot grade 4, or not the triple shot, sorry. The spit dart expander, ammo expander, whatever it's called, on here, as well as the grade 4 heavy caliper upgrade. I have 2 damage mods in this las gun, and then this I don't have augmented. I haven't gotten a good ancient way augment. These were what I was using prior. I give my alt these. I don't know. I came back from the DD last night and everything's kind of all over the place. This is actually kind of fun to use in the poison lab. I don't really use it on NPCs. I just like to explode the poison stuff. Then I keep back up full dispenser belt, at least 1, and then I keep at least 2 responsive belts on me at all times. I keep at least 5,000 of each type of darts on me. Rockets, launch liqueur, the basic cut array. Sometimes I have this, sometimes I don't. We rock with an MK6 Leader John. I do want to show you how fast this las gun drains my battery, though. Even in source of power, like, it chunks damage, but it just eats energy. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to comment or reach out to me on Discord. I don't have a Discord. I don't think I'm gonna make one for at the moment. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I'll respond and kind of answer some questions or whatever if you guys have any there. But I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.